Again, I have to make this really quick because I just dropped my mom off in the front, and so I gotta go. I can't have her waiting. But I'm here to see that new Despicable Me movie. What is it, number 4 by now? It is really like, how much more of the story can we actually get? Huh? Is it going to get stale? Is it stale already on this 4th movie? Not only are we getting Despicable Me movies, but we're getting Minion movies too. And so, like, I think there's 3 of those. So, like, there's 7 movies in this franchise. It's maybe a little too much, but I'll be right back in just a few seconds to let you know whether it's stale or not, or whether it's a tired franchise, all right? So in just a few seconds, guys, I'll let you know what I think about Despicable Me 4. That's what I'm trying to say. All right, see you in just a few seconds. Bye. All right, Mom. We just went to see Despicable Me 4. What did you think about it?
It was okay.
It was okay?
Yeah, it was funny in parts, but not too many parts. But it went so quick. Just fast, constant. But I liked it.
Yeah. If we were working on a 100 scale, what would you give it?
Probably about 75.
All right. And so I'm guessing you liked the Inside Out 2
I did.
more?
I liked that better.
All right. Fair enough. All right. Well, obviously, we just got done watching the movie. Let me go ahead and go over the plot. Here's the thing. It's Despicable Me 4. So this has been going on for 3 other movies. Now, I know I've seen some of the Minion movies. I remember watching the original Despicable Me movie. I'm not sure if I've seen 2 or 3. I don't know. I don't know. But we are held accountable for those past plots, because we are just loaded into this the story, and we're just supposed to know where we were left off in the last movies. We open up the movie where he's going to his old alma mater, his old school, the school of evil geniuses, right? And he's going for a class reunion, and there's one guy. There's obviously some kind of rivalry going on, because there's this one guy who's kind of like a cockroach guy, and they're pining for that one, the coveted prize of being the, I don't know, golden boy of the villain school, right? I forget what they called it officially. But it was just who was the best villain of that year, and they're fighting for it. And Cockroach Boy, he wins it. He gets the prize, but again, established. It must have been established in the earlier movies, like 2 or 3. But Gru, he's there not to win the prize, but he's there to capture the big bad guy, right? He's working for the government, and he turns this big bad guy in. And because of that, Mr. Cockroach vows revenge. Because of that, Gru and his family have to go into witness protection, and they're moved into like a generic hometown where they're given generic lives. That is the beginning. Here's your elevator pitch for this movie. There was a considerable amount of plot that went on in this movie. There was a whole bunch of characters, one being Poppy, who was voiced by Joey King. I love Joey King. I think she's so pretty. But and then there's a bunch of people in this movie too. You know, Gru is obviously, he's voiced by Steve Carell. And then we have his wife, who's I think it's Kristen Wiig. There was just a bunch of, Joey King was in this movie. Will Ferrell was in this movie. I think he played the cockroach guy. I'll obviously put it right over here, right over here. I'm not sure what role he was in, and you know me and Will Ferrell, I'm not a big fan. But at the same time, everybody did a comparable job at voice acting. I liked the voice acting in this movie. It's just the plot. I was expecting a little more funny. None of the stories, it had a lot of story to it, but none of them seemed really important to another one. It really didn't tie up at the end. It just kind of like, they all showed up at the end. and then, we got to fight the big bad guy, right? And obviously that's the whole goal of it is to keep this guy from getting revenge on Gru and his family, right? Was it entertaining? Was it fun? Did it have? Let me talk about the animation. Of course, all the animation in these movies are for the 3D modeling animation. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. Now this one, not so in particular. Some of these movies are going out and they're actually putting out really good animation and really highly stylized animation. What comes to mind is like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, which I just recently watched again. And the animation in that is gorgeous because it's highly stylized. This is just kind of generic. It was kind of generic and kind of samey to me. So I guess if I had to whittle this plot or the review down to like one phrase, it was an average movie. It was totally an average movie. As I was walking in, I told you, I asked you if this movie franchise had gotten stale or not. I mean, this is the proof right here. It's not incredibly stale. It's not terribly bad like some franchises have done. But it has meandered into the mediocre realm. I am going to give this movie, I'm going to give it a 75. I already thought about it when before my mom even mentioned her score. It was middle of the road, simply middle of the road. There was nothing offensive about it. There wasn't anything awesome about it either. I wish it was a little funnier. I enjoyed the minion parts of these movies, but I actually enjoyed the character moments, the Gru and Gru's relationship with his son, a lot more than any of the other comedy segments of this movie. 75%. That's it, guys. That's the best I'm going to give this movie. As far as I'm concerned, as far as animated movies are going this year, Inside Out 2 is definitely one you should be watching right now. Gru, you could probably watch. Wait until it hits, I think it's Paramount. I think it's owned by Paramount. When it hits Paramount Plus, then you guys should watch that. Even rent it. It's worth a rent. It's not worth you rushing out to the theaters to watch it, though. That's it. Despicable Me is earned a 75%. Wolverine and Deadpool are still coming up, and I think it's coming up within the next 2 weeks. And I do have a couple people that are going with me, so hopefully we can get them on the camera as well. But that's it, guys. I'm out of here. I do wish everybody peace. Montanay. I'll talk to you guys later, and goodbye. See ya. See you next time.